Market update on the 26th. So we did get above this trend line. We hit all the way at 405. Starting to look like maybe not a rising wedge, but this could still be a C wave right here. So 1, 2, 3 with a very big fall for the fourth wave and then a big move higher for this. So we could be looking at just a normal A, B, C, and this could potentially end up being 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 too. The 1.61 fib of the A wave is sitting at 415.98. So let's look at the 1.61 fib of this move. It's right around there. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, but this looks like it still could be the rising wedge where I had laid out A, B, C, D, E, like that, and then we fall. But I'm pretty sure that this is a B wave, and let's just look at some possibilities now. So if this is a B wave here, this took 3 weeks to get down here, that's the A wave. Let's say this takes to the 5th, and let's say we get to 408. That means we just took about a month and a half to get this B wave finished. I've been studying the timing of B waves and A waves. B waves are normally longer, 99% of the time. So we got 3 weeks here, we got about 5 weeks here, that's about 8 weeks. The C wave, if the B wave is longer than the A wave, the C wave is about half of them combined. We'd be looking for about a month to get down here to 375. So that would take us probably sometime into early March. And then we'd be looking at this whole thing as A, B, and I'd be looking for a C wave up here. This A wave took about a month and a half. This would take about 3 months. That's 4.5 months. We'd be looking at about a little bit over 2 months from the start of March to get up here. So we're talking about May, middle of May, being up here around 435. And then again, we can do that again if this is the A wave and this took 2 months, and then this took about 7 months. It's about 9 months. We're looking at 4.5 months of a downtrend to bottom sometime in mid-September around 317. So this does not bode well for bears that are super bearish, but there's probably going to be one more opportunity to get rid of the puts before we get a melt up to complete the overall B wave. So that's what I see on SPY as far as timing wise. Tesla, I have an alt count for the one I did yesterday or I did earlier. Basically, this would end up being the third wave. You can see it got outside the parallel lines. In this case, it would be like that. So that would end up being, that would mean the bottom was hit down here at 102. And if we zoom out here on the weekly time frame, you can also just take the top of this X wave here at 315. We got the top here at 416. 100 points lower than that is about 107. That's basically where we went to. And now we're bouncing pretty hard. So invalidation for this being a fourth wave is above 166.12. We cross into the first wave. And we'll see. If it ends up being 5 waves, then it's going to cross 166.12. But if it's ABC, I'll be looking at it like this. It would be A, B, C. We're basically right at the 1.61 fib. We're a little bit above it, but pretty much right around it. On lower time frames, I think it's pretty close. But it would just basically mean, you can see right here, it basically hit the top of the trend line, backs off, and then we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower time frames, you can see 2 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and looking for a fifth wave up here to like 165. And then if it ends up being a third wave right there, we're looking for 150, and then a move up to about 180 or so for the overall fifth wave. And then that would probably be around the same time that Apple and SPY, everything was topping, and then we'd be looking for a pullback too on this alt count, probably somewhere around 140 to 132. So we'll see, can it get above 166.12 or not? I sold some puts on it, just thinking that there's probably a little bit more upside. And then, yeah, I'll probably be buying some puts here soon once I figure out if it's ABC or if it is a 5-wave move. So Amazon, I already have it up here, pull it up here. We have WX. This looks like an A wave to me. I'm looking for some kind of B wave here. On the weekly time frame, you can kind of see it better. But it just looks like ABC to me right here. And this comes back into what would be a first wave. So I'm looking at this as basically A, B, C, and then this is going to be A. Probably going to get up here to this. Maybe even earnings will get this up to 110 to 120, and then probably get one more move down. But I don't expect it to go that far lower than what it already was. And yeah, you never know too. It could end up being something like this where we get a B wave all the way up here to the top of this, and then we just get a C wave back down here to the bottom. So that makes a lot of sense to me because of how far it already went down from 190 all the way to 80. It's already down so much, and we got support right around in this area too. So that's Amazon. I'm looking for a B wave bounce and then a C wave lower. Apple. Apple is completing a 5-wave move. It's pretty obvious. We got. And so this means that we either bottomed here, bear market done. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this fifth wave, I think that there's a chance that it can keep on going higher. But if we look at on smaller time frames, you can see it pretty much completed. It looks like it completed a fifth wave right here. And it's about the same length as the first wave, but it also could end up being like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We go to like 150 or so. So it kind of depends. Is it going to end there or not? And then after that, I'm looking for a pullback to 50% retracements around 132, somewhere in this demand zone, 128 to 134. And then at a minimum, I'm looking for a C wave higher to 155 to 160. That fits in with what I have on SPY. Or we could get a third wave if we bottomed already. That would take it all the way up to probably all-time highs for a third wave pullback, and you probably get that up to like 220 to 230 to complete this overall cycle. If we zoom out here, I have this as being a fourth wave. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a fifth wave target of like 220 to 230. So we'll see if Apple is ABC, it's going to go lower, or if it bottomed. I would say it's 50-50. I don't know. Like if it does this, it's probably going to come down here to like $100. That makes a lot of sense though, because the second wave was very short and sweet, and so that would make a lot of sense for it to take a little bit longer and be a little bit more deeper. So Apple looking for a pullback soon to this demand zone at 134 to 128. NVDA, really crazy move, and I won't be surprised if NVIDIA goes higher than this. I have it laid out right here. I don't know. This move right here from 349 down to 107. So basically trimmed off about 70% already. But this move right here looks very corrective. For that reason, I think this is the most likely. A, B, C higher. Maybe up here to like 260 or so. And then maybe we get like a 5-wave move to a little bit lower than the W wave. So yeah, we'll see on that, but that's kind of my thoughts, because if this ends right here, then it should be going a lot lower to like 50. So I think it's more likely that we get pullback when SPY is going down to 370, and then we go higher to like 270-ish. Okay, what else have I not gone over? Microsoft, last one. And on NVDA too, let's just look at the timing of that. Timing on NVDA. So if this first A wave took almost a year, would it make sense that it would only last to September? Let's see. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. Go to September. The thing is, that wouldn't fit in with my picture on SPY. So timing of it, I guess there's potential this is actually just the bottom right here too. But then again, let's look at this. If we zoom in here on this move, this looks highly corrective to me. So I don't know on that one timing wise, but we'll have to just watch it and see. I think it's probably going to have a bigger bounce though. So Microsoft is one that I think is definitely going to be one of the lead bears, just based on the fact that we have top here at 351, X wave at 292. That's about 60 points. W is at 247. That equals about 190. And then we have this A wave here at 219, top at 263. 44 points lower than that is around 180. The 1.61 fib of this W wave is at 174. So right now, I think we're at 1, 2, third wave down, fourth wave, fifth wave. So I think Microsoft is the best short opportunity with a stop above this high at 264. That would be invalidation for me. If we zoom out here, you'll see that very shallow, I guess not really that shallow because it went from 58 to 17, but kind of shallow compared to how far this is correcting. So if this comes down to 190, that's still below or still above the 50% retracement. So it makes a lot of sense with the fibs that Microsoft will be the lead bear whenever the next move starts, and I'm expecting below 200, probably sometime in 2023. So that's pretty much it. That's kind of the timing I think is going to happen. So maybe this in March, May top, and then September low. It's kind of my thoughts. That would mean that the B wave, yeah, that would be pretty, the timing wise, be about right, I think. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Leave me a comment, tell me what you think. Do you think Tesla is bottomed, or do you think it's still got another move down? Are you bull and bear on that? You think Apple is bottomed? What do you think? You tell me. It's a very tough market right now. It's not easy to call. Could go either way. Everyone's split 50-50. We got bulls and bears everywhere. So let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe for more updates during the day and after the market. And I'll talk with you tomorrow.